Yeah, no. Well, I think you're something. Anyway, pink looks beautiful on you. It looks gorgeous. I don't know what your colors are, but which
you guys
sounds like a gang thing almost. So, it's
I mean,
not.
in Connecticut, it was kind of a gang between J. Crew and the Gap.
Was it?
Oh,
Were those the two rival gangs?
And
How
LL
much whiter
Bean,
could that get? Oh my God!
Not much.
Wow, it's like brunch at Gwyneth Paltrow's white. It's liquid paper white. Yes. J. Crew and the Gap. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those would be the Connecticut gangs. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I just want to apologize that I look like Sporty Spice today. I didn't know we were. First of all, I didn't know we were going to be doing this on YouTube. So I'm. This is a different look for me. Obviously, I'm still wearing sparkle because I'm not a farmer.
You're still a Democrat, although you're wearing camo.
I am wearing. I know it's not a MAGA camo. I'm trying to bring back the trucker hat.
Yeah.
From the Ashton Kutcher 2005 days.
You need a trucker hat to hold all the hair. I mean, you can't just wear a standard baseball hat.
It's barely containing it, by the way.
You need some lift, like the pompadour right there.
It could jiffy pop at any moment, but it's actually weekend 2 of Coachella, which is earlier now, I guess, because it was just hotter than Satan's Ballsack when they were hosting it typically.
Oh, that's like the worst. A hot festival day in those porta potties.
I know. I always think like, oh, that dude is avoiding me like a porta potty at Coachella because no one wants that. And I always have what I've discovered, resting Coachella face. Because no matter, I always have sparkle on. And so everybody's like, hey, you going to Coachella? And I'm like, no, just going to Ralph's. That's just me being me. That's my makeup routine.
That's the fairy in you that I love, Carla.
That's my theory of Burning Man. I don't believe in doing Burning Man at Burning Man. You do Burning Man all year. You do it at the Safeway. You do it at fucking school.
That's called arson.
That's Jimmy being a renegade again.
Hell yeah.
The OC renegade. But
he reminded me that when we did go and do a fire on Huntington Beach, there's very few beaches in LA where you can have the bonfire, but they do have the bonfire pits, and Huntington Beach is one of them. And we took up 3 different pits by the end because it was January and no one was there.
That's very Republican of you.
And he brought like a truckload of
giant
old
fires
set
in all 3
supplies that we
pits.
were going to burn. So we had like a task to burn in 3 piles all of this. And we stayed until the beach was completely empty. And it was freezing cold too and windy and dark. And just the park ranger was driving by, as all 3 fires were burning.
You're like, throw another podium on that. I'm getting cold. Or whatever you were burning. I'm trying to think of theater stuff.
Yeah.
Sets
old wood.
And
plywood.
It's always good to
It
burn
was
over.
sets.
It's perfect.
Totally.
Well, listen, you combined it all. Theater and your ritualistic spiritual stuff, because
Man,
it's fire.
Coachella used to rock. That's all I'm saying. What is this Lana Del Rey and all these?
She's got her
cute.
fans. I don't know. I'm
Baptiste.
sort of. I think she's mid. But I don't. I know nothing about music. So if you ever got a hold of what's on my iPhone, it's just like, oh, is this a 16-year-old's?
Yeah.
What? Top 40. Yeah. So don't ask me. It's just all stuff I can work out or dance to.
Yeah.
And I've been listening to. I went back to K-Earth because it's a lot of 80s.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
delightful.
What's the number?
K-Earth 101, I think.
Okay, nice.
I just was like, oh, yeah, hits of the 80s and 90s. Before everything fell apart like the back end of Saturday Night Live. Let's just go back to those happier times. And I wanted to say, so this hat, though, I've had it forever. A couple months ago. You can see pictures
on LAAF podcast on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube.
It is. It's an old school, literally.
Von Dutch.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Von Dutch trucker hat. But I wore it to my nail salon a couple months ago, and they were like, oh, we didn't recognize you. You look 20 in that. And I'm like, this hat's never coming off. 20 American or what? So I'm embarrassed that I dressed down, but also I'm like, oh, look at me, looking young.
Yeah,
great.
well, you unzipped the top, and now, the breasts
lights.
have made an appearance.
Well,
We
I
don't
know.
always see those in the paisley tops.
When I was,
You don't.
I'm sorry
yeah.
for the sexual harassment.
That's
I
okay.
apologize.
As Jimmy knows from listening to me on Humble and Fred, shout out to them that apparently I have no objection to being sexually harassed. Because those guys are always, oh, hey, Carla. And at the opening right of the gate, he's like, Love Jugs is joining us. And I said, how are you guys not canceled?
Okay.
How is that okay? But
Okay.
I love them like
All right,
brothers.
I will not call you that. But
Now
I would never even think of saying
Grace,
that.
now I only want you to call me Love Jugs.